Imagine this: a young professional, full of dreams and ambition, has spent months chasing a promotion. Every morning, they wake up with determination, but slowly, obstacles start piling up: tight deadlines, unexpected setbacks, and the constant pressure of competition. After 3 grueling months of effort, they find themselves on the edge of giving up, thinking, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. It's a scene many of us know all too well, the crushing feeling of nearly losing everything because we faltered when it mattered most. The truth is, everyone faces moments like this. We've all experienced the frustration of losing momentum, the self-doubt that creeps in when progress seems slow, and the temptation to abandon our goals entirely. But here's the key difference. Successful people understand one simple yet powerful principle: they never underestimate the power of consistency. It's not about sudden bursts of effort or fleeting motivation. It's about showing up every day, even when you feel tired, overwhelmed, or uninspired. In this video, we're going to break down exactly how to stay consistent in your goals, step by step. You'll learn practical strategies to build habits that stick, overcome setbacks, maintain your motivation, and transform small daily actions into life-changing results. By the end, you'll see that consistency isn't just a skill, it's the bridge between your dreams and your reality, and anyone can master it with the right approach. Consistency is more than just showing up once in a while or putting in a burst of effort when you feel motivated. It's the deliberate practice of taking focused, repeated actions toward your goals, day after day, even when progress feels slow or invisible. Many people confuse consistency with perseverance, but there's an important distinction. Perseverance is about pushing through obstacles when things get tough, whereas consistency is about maintaining a steady rhythm, creating habits and routines that keep you moving forward regardless of circumstances. Consider the story of Emily, a college student determined to improve her public speaking skills. At first, she stumbled through presentations, her voice shaky, and her confidence low. Some days, she wanted to quit. It felt exhausting and discouraging. But she committed to practicing for just 15 minutes every day, no matter how she felt. She recorded herself, watched her progress, and adjusted along the way. Over time, those small, consistent actions compounded. By the end of the semester, Emily had transformed into a confident, captivating speaker, capable of addressing large audiences with poise. The key takeaway here is that consistency is what bridges the gap between where you are and where you want to be. It transforms ordinary efforts into extraordinary results. Without it, even talent and hard work can be wasted, because progress isn't measured by one heroic effort, it's measured by the accumulation of small, intentional steps. In the journey toward any goal, mastering consistency is the first and most crucial step to ensure you don't just start, but also finish strong. Even the most motivated people can stumble on their journey toward their goals. Understanding the common pitfalls that lead to inconsistency is crucial to avoid wasting time, energy, and potential. One of the biggest traps is lack of a clear plan. Without a roadmap, it's easy to get distracted, procrastinate, or lose sight of your ultimate objective. Another major challenge is losing motivation. Motivation naturally fluctuates. Some days you feel unstoppable, other days, even the simplest tasks feel impossible. Relying solely on motivation is a recipe for inconsistency because it cannot be controlled. Comparing yourself to others is also a dangerous trap. In our fast-paced world, it's tempting to measure your progress against someone else's highlight reel, rather than focusing on your own steady path. This often leads to self-doubt, frustration, and eventually giving up. Let's consider Mark's story. He was an ambitious employee, working tirelessly for 3 months on a major project. At first, he was excited and full of energy, completing tasks ahead of schedule. But when he noticed a colleague achieving rapid success, Mark began to question his own abilities. He became discouraged, skipped crucial steps, and ultimately gave up, losing a significant promotion opportunity. The disappointment lingered, not only affecting his career but also shaking his confidence. The lesson is clear: consistency is more important than speed or perfection. Recognizing these pitfalls, lack of planning, wavering motivation, and unhealthy comparisons allows you to address them proactively. By understanding what derails most people, you can safeguard your progress, stay focused on your own path, and maintain the steady momentum necessary to reach your goals. One of the most critical steps in staying consistent is having a clear and compelling vision for your goals. Without a well-defined target, it's like sailing without a compass. You may move, but you won't know if you're headed in the right direction. A clear vision gives your efforts purpose and provides a roadmap to measure progress. A highly effective way to craft this vision is by using the SMART framework. Your goals should be specific, clearly stating what you want to achieve. They should be measurable, so you can track progress and celebrate milestones. Goals must be achievable, realistic yet challenging enough to push you forward. They need to be relevant, aligned with your bigger life plans, and time-bound, giving you a concrete deadline to work toward. Consider two athletes dreaming of winning a championship. The first one dreams vaguely, "I want to be the best," but lacks a daily plan, a training schedule, or measurable milestones. The second athlete breaks down the goal: daily training routines, weekly skill assessments, and monthly performance check-ins. Over months, the second athlete improves steadily, fine-tunes weaknesses, and stays motivated, while the first struggles, loses direction, and eventually falls behind. The lesson is simple: clarity fuels consistency. When your vision is precise and measurable, every action you take becomes purposeful. You no longer act randomly, each step is intentional, leading you closer to your goal. Establishing a clear vision transforms uncertainty into direction and helps you maintain momentum, even when challenges arise. Consistency doesn't mean pushing yourself to extremes or trying to accomplish everything at once. In fact, the most successful people often rely on small, consistent habits that compound over time to produce remarkable results. The key is to start manageable, focusing on actions you can realistically sustain every day. Imagine trying to study 5 hours a day immediately. You're likely to burn out within a week. Instead, committing just 30 minutes daily may seem insignificant at first, but over weeks and months, that small effort adds up to mastery and progress that once felt impossible. This is the power of compounding habits. Tiny, repeated actions accumulate into extraordinary achievements. Take the example of Sarah, an aspiring author who wanted to write a 300-page book in 3 months. The goal seemed overwhelming, almost impossible. But she adopted a simple approach: write 1 page every day. Some days were challenging, she was tired, uninspired, or distracted, but she stuck to her routine. By the end of 3 months, Sarah had not only completed her manuscript but also submitted it for publication on schedule. That 1 page a day, small as it seemed, became the bridge between intention and accomplishment. The lesson is clear: don't underestimate the power of incremental progress. Instead of waiting for motivation to strike or tackling huge tasks in one sitting, focus on building daily habits, however small. Over time, these consistent actions create momentum, turning seemingly modest efforts into lasting, life-changing outcomes. Motivation is a fickle companion. Some days, you wake up full of energy, ready to conquer the world. Other days, even the simplest task feels like climbing a mountain. The truth is, relying solely on motivation is risky. It will not always be there when you need it most. This is why building self-discipline and strategies to maintain momentum is critical for consistency. One effective technique is to focus on action over inspiration. Instead of waiting for motivation to strike, commit to doing something small each day. Over time, this builds momentum that carries you through even the toughest moments. Another powerful strategy is finding a supportive community or accountability partner. Sharing progress, celebrating small wins, and receiving encouragement can make a world of difference, especially when challenges pile up. Consider the story of Alex, a freelance designer facing a high-stakes project with a tight deadline. The tasks were complex, clients demanding, and stress-mounting. Instead of panicking or waiting to feel motivated, Alex broke the project into smaller, manageable chunks, set daily goals, and sought feedback from a trusted peer. Every completed task, no matter how small, became a motivational boost. In the end, not only did Alex meet the deadline, but the client praised the exceptional quality of the work. The takeaway is clear: motivation alone will not carry you to your goals. Consistency thrives on discipline, structured action, and a support system. By embracing these strategies, you can stay the course even when obstacles arise, turning challenges into stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Setbacks are inevitable on the journey toward your goals. No matter how well you plan, life has a way of throwing obstacles in your path. Projects fail, opportunities slip away, or unexpected challenges appear. The difference between those who succeed and those who quit lies in how they respond to failure. The first key is to reframe failure as a learning opportunity. Every setback carries a lesson. Instead of dwelling on mistakes or letting disappointment paralyze you, analyze what went wrong and identify actionable steps for improvement. Adjust your strategy, refine your goals, and keep moving forward. Consider the story of Daniel, a startup founder. His first 2 ventures failed despite his hard work and dedication. Many would have given up, assuming success was out of reach. But Daniel treated each failure as a stepping stone, learning valuable lessons about product market fit, team management, and customer needs. On his 3rd attempt, equipped with experience and refined strategies, he launched a company that not only succeeded but grew exponentially, earning recognition and financial stability. The lesson is clear: setbacks are not the end, they are part of the process. Embracing failure with resilience, learning from mistakes, and making necessary adjustments ensures you remain consistent on your path. Remember, consistency isn't about never failing, it's about continuing despite failure. Each challenge you overcome strengthens your skills, sharpens your focus, and brings you closer to achieving your long-term goals. Consistency thrives on accountability and tracking your progress. Without a clear system to monitor your efforts, even the best intentions can fade into wishful thinking. Holding yourself accountable keeps you honest, focused, and motivated to keep moving forward. Start by creating a visual system to track your goals. This could be a journal, a habit tracking app, or a spreadsheet where you log daily or weekly progress. Seeing your actions accumulate over time reinforces the sense of accomplishment and encourages continued effort. Tracking also helps identify patterns, what works, what doesn't, and where adjustments are needed. Accountability extends beyond self-monitoring. Sharing your goals with a mentor, coach, or supportive peer group can dramatically increase your chances of success. When someone else is aware of your objectives, it creates an added layer of responsibility. You are no longer just accountable to yourself but also to others who believe in your potential. Consider Mia, a university student aiming to lose 10 kilograms in 3 months. Rather than relying on vague hopes, she logged her calories, tracked her workouts, and shared weekly updates with a friend. The visible progress and external accountability kept her consistent, and she successfully reached her goal on schedule. The key takeaway is simple: what gets measured gets done. By tracking progress and establishing accountability, you transform vague aspirations into actionable, measurable steps, ensuring you stay consistent and steadily move toward your long-term goals. As we wrap up, let's take a moment to reflect on the key steps to staying consistent in your goals. First, clarity is everything. Know exactly what you want and set goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. Second, build small, consistent habits. Remember, progress doesn't come from giant leaps, but from tiny steps taken every day. Third, stay motivated and learn from setbacks. Challenges and failures are inevitable, but they are also powerful opportunities for growth. Finally, track your progress and hold yourself accountable. Regular reflection and accountability create momentum that keeps you moving forward even when motivation dips. Consistency is more than just a buzzword, it is the bridge between your goals and the life you dream of. It transforms intention into action and action into results. Every small effort you make compounds over time, building the foundation for long-term success. So here's my challenge for you: pick one small habit today that aligns with your biggest goal. Commit to it, track it, and hold yourself accountable. Share your progress with someone you trust, and watch how this simple step starts a ripple effect toward achieving more than you ever thought possible. Remember, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step, and staying consistent is what carries you all the way to the finish line.